Basketball Championship on your new home for North Coast Section Sporting Action, CIF-North Today, it's the Division 4 Girls Championship game between the number 1 seed, St. Mary's Panthers of Albany, and number 2 seed, Salesian Pride of Richmond. It's a pleasure to join you this afternoon. My name is Stephen Davies with Harold Mills behind the camera and broadcast engineer T.C. Wardell. Once again, you are tuned to CIF-Northcoast.tv, your home for high school sports. It's good. Pavilion on the campus of St. Mary's College in Moraga, and you were tuned to Play On Sports' coverage of the North Coast Section Basketball Championships on your new home for North Coast Section sporting action, CIF-Northcoast.tv. Today, it's the Division IV Girls Championship game between the number 1 seed St. Mary's Panthers of Albany and the number 2 seed Salesian Pride of Richmond. This is Stephen Davies with a welcome, and I'm pleased to be joined by Harold Mills behind the camera and this afternoon's broadcast engineer, T.C. Wardell. Once again, you are tuned to CIF-Northcoast.tv, your home for high school sports. The two-time Division IV state runners-up, St. Mary's, are this season's Bayshore Athletic League champs and are the defending three-time North Coast Section champions. Head coach Nathan Thripp has led his team to a 25-6 record, spearheaded by 3 players, Bayshore Athletic League MVP Shannon Malden and super sophomores Michaela Cowling and Gabby Green. The Panthers survived a stern test from Marin County Athletic League champions Marin Catholic, as Malden's 18 and Cowling's 11 overcame a brilliant performance by the Wildcats' Claire Renk, who had 39 points in the loss. Salesian are in the title game for the first time in their history, thanks in no small part to what head coach Steve Pezzolo called poise and playing together as a team. The third-year head coach has led his young team to a 27-4 record, led by the outstanding sophomore point guard Maria Moore, who leads the team in scoring, assists, and rebounds. Freshman forward Marnie Mosley is another Pride player to watch, averaging just less than 12 points per game. And Salesian are also looking to end a rather amazing streak here at McKeon Pavilion today. They haven't beaten the Panthers since January 25th, 2000. What a streak that is, just over 13 years since the Pride last defeated the Panthers. Introductions on the court going on at the moment. Let's begin with the number 1 seed St. Mary's Panthers. Freshman number 1 Savannah Negron is a guard. Number 3, the sophomore, one of the players to keep an eye on, the sophomore forward Michaela Cowling. Number 5 is a junior Quayle Sorrell. She's a guard. Alexis Goodwin wears number 14. She's a junior forward. Elaine Asiaga is a guard. She's also a junior. The senior, number 32, Deandra Moore, the 6'3" center. Number 33, the other sophomore to watch, Gabby Green, certainly one of the players we'll be keeping an eye on today. Number 34, the other center, Caitlin Seneca. Number 45, Shannon Malden, the forward, the senior captain. We're going to go to the national anthem, and then we'll complete the rosters here in just a moment on your home for high school sports, Play On Sports. Back with you live on Play On Sports. Stephen Davies, Harold Mills, T.C. Wardell from the campus of St. Mary's College in Moraga. The girls' Division IV championship game between St. Mary's and Salesian. Let's quickly go over the Salesian starters. We'll get to the rest of the roster in just a moment. Keanne McNair is the point guard. Number 4, the other point guard, Mariah Moore, Number 10, the forward, Alana Horton. The other forward, the freshman, Marnie Mosley. And the third forward, Michelle Brown, wearing number 22. Starters for St. Mary's will be Michaela Cowling, Quale Sorrell, Alexis Goodwin, Gabby Green, and Shannon Malden ready to contest the tip-off. St. Mary's in the white uniforms going from right to left. Salesian in the black uniforms, a steal by Kian McNair. Her layup is short. A scramble for the ball as it goes out of bounds on the far side. Salesian capitalizing early, but unable to convert the turnover into a basket, and St. Mary's will inbound the ball. As we mentioned, the Panthers escaping a close battle with Marin Catholic, winning 57-51 in overtime, as the Panthers' physical play in the post was just too much for the Wildcats at the end of the day. Who had 39 from Claire Rank in an amazing performance. But the three-time defending NCS champions are back here today, looking for a fourth straight. They have the ball right side, looking for pass inside. It's a turnover and taken by Salesian. Moore has it. She's driving to the hoop, trying to send a shot off the backboard. She misses, gets her own rebound, pass inside, comes off the front of the rim and in for the first bucket of the day. That's Mosley, her first points of the day, and Salesian have the lead here with 7 minutes and 7 seconds to go in the first quarter of play. Up-tempo start to this game. The crowd's still filing in here. First of 4 games on the slate for you today here on Play On Sports and CIF-Northcoast.tv. Here's Gabby Green with a shot and makes it look easy. Gabby Green, her first points of the game. Of course, she broke her ankle back in July of last year in an AAU tourney, and she just came back against Piedmont on the 27th of January, but so far showed no signs of the injury she sustained last July. All tied up then at 2 with 6.5 to go. A turnover here taken by Cowling. She's driving down the right side, driving to the hoop, off the glass and in, and she's fouled as well, so she'll shoot one from the line. Cowling driving down the right side of the court. Contested against Mosley, but able to find a way to the hoop. The first foul against Mosley then, and here comes the sophomore to the line, a 6-foot forward. She scored 11 points in the victory over Marin Catholic, and she's good from the line. So a 4-2 lead now for St. Mary's here in the early going. So Salesian in possession inside the lane, driving to the hoop was Mariah Moore. So the first personal foul there against St. Mary's, and Moore will inbound the ball from the right side. Picks out Kian McNair, working against Gabby Green now. McNair driving, loses the ball momentarily, able to come up with it. Pass inside of the post to Moore. More quick dish there to Horton that can't find the target. Rebound Salesian. Ball loose now and scooped up by Cowling. Some scrappy play here in the midcourt as the players go to the ground. The possession in favor of St. Mary's. 5 minutes, 52 seconds to go here. It's a 5-2 lead for the Panthers. Substitution made over there on the far side as Michelle Brown comes out of the game. Back underway now with Gabby Green in possession. Pass out left side. She'll exchange passes there with Sorrell. And now an interception here as Moore comes up with it on the steal. Great pass inside, bouncing, looking for Mosley. Draws the foul, so she'll shoot 2. Mosley, a second-team Bayshore Athletic League selection. About to shoot her first. It's a 5-2 lead for the Panthers as Mosley's shot clangs off the front of the rim. She'll get another opportunity here. Second shot, nothing but net. Salesian cut the lead to 2. It's 5-3 now. St. Mary's still very much in the early going here with 5.5 minutes remaining in this first quarter of play. Here comes St. Mary's with Sorrell. A pass across to the far side to Gabby Green. Now to Cowling. Green from distance, looking off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Salesian, they'll bring it out right side. Here's Mariah Moore in possession, working against Sorrell now. Moore slows it down, picks out McNair, thought about the shot. McNair gives it back to Mariah Moore, the outstanding sophomore, Bayshore Athletic League first-team selection. Moore, quick pass inside. Looking there for Horton, but she's defended well by Goodwin. And Salesian will inbound the ball from the near side of the baseline. So, loss of possession now. And Salesian had an opportunity, but they were late inbounding the ball. And now the Panthers have it with a 2-point lead here with 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. Great pass inside there. Oh, what a swat away. Oh, tremendous play there by Mariah Williams to reject the shot there. Swatted the ball out of the sky, and now the Panthers try to inbound. The ball is kicked. So they'll get a second attempt. Does that appear to come off the foot of Alana Horton? 5-3 the score here. Competitive early start to this game. Here's Malden now. Pass inside to Cowling. Back to Malden. Now to Sorrell, right side. Passes Green wide open for three. Looking off the glass and in. Gabby Green, with a little assistance from the backboard, drains the three-point shot. And St. Mary's have a 5-point lead. McNair now in possession for the Pride. Working against Gabby Green. McNair trying to find a way past the sophomore. McNair, pass inside to Moore. Ball goes out of bounds on the near side. It will be Salesian to inbound the ball with Mariah Moore. Pass to McNair. 4 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. It's a 5-point lead for the Panthers. Mariah Moore now working against Sorrell. Her shot, no good. Gets the rebound. Second attempt, no good. And the Panthers have it. Green will bring it up court. Here's Gabby Green, mid-court. Has Sorrell off to her left. And Cowling out to the far side of the court. Here's Cowling now at the point. Out to Green, excuse me. Now to Malden inside, looking for Goodwin. Goodwin off the glass, in and good. St. Mary's finding their feet now. Up by 7. It's 10-3 the advantage. Here's McNair spinning past Green, driving to the hoop. Her shot is wide of the target. Rebound by Malden. And here come the Panthers once again. Gabby Green in possession at the moment. Green working against McNair here. Pass out far side to Cowling. Cowling back to Green. Green from three. Misses off the back of the iron. Rebound Salesian. Bringing the ball down the court is Mosley. Mosley's going to drive to the hoop herself. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Gabby Green. Here come the Panthers, quickly down the floor. Pass inside to Goodwin. Fouled as she goes up to shoot, and a traveling call against Goodwin. So it will be Salesian ball with 2 minutes and 55 seconds to go in this first quarter of play. A couple of changes out there on the court right now. Michelle Brown in the game for Salesian. Here's Mariah Moore driving to the hoop, rejected, swatted away by Malden, turnover, and now the Pride have it. Fast break down the court, off the glass, no good. The shot, the rebound, put up by Gabby Green, and good. She'll shoot one. Lightning fast transition play there by the Panthers. They have a 9-point lead, and Gabby Green now steps to the line. She'll sink it. And now Panthers enjoying their biggest lead of the day so far. It's 13-3. Panthers with 2.5 to go in this first quarter of play. Here comes Salesian now. Need to get something going on offense here if they could. Pass to the outside here to Michelle Brown from distance. The shot is a little short. Rebound Salesian. Malden has it at the moment with Green to her left and Cowling to her right. Instead picks out Sorrell far side. Back to Cowling. They'll exchange passes. Green calls for it here. Left side. Patient play by St. Mary's here with 10 on the shot clock. Driving to the hoop off the back of the iron. Shot by Sorrell, no good. Rebound Salesian. Here's Mariah Moore now. And a timeout called by Salesian. That's their first with 1 minute and 52 seconds remaining in the first quarter. You can watch highlights or a replay of today's game in our on-demand section. You can also buy a DVD or Blu-ray of today's game right on CIF-North.tv. Click on Buy DVD and you can order today's game right now. Have a game that lasts a lifetime. Brought to you by CIF-North.tv. An absolutely spectacular afternoon in the San Francisco Bay Area. It's a shame we can't have this game outdoors because we could all work on our suntans because it is really a beautiful day. But we're glad that you're joining us on CIF-North.tv for this Division IV Girls Championship game between St. Mary's and Salesian. I'm Stephen Davies, joined by Harold Mills and T.C. Wardell. 13-3 the score. St. Mary's out to a comfortable lead here in the early going. A timeout call by Salesian as they try to get their offensive schemes together here, and they haven't had a lot of success so far driving to the hoop. The St. Mary's play inside has been tremendous so far. Here's an opportunity, though, for Salesian as Mosley drove down the baseline. A foul, though, and now a chance for Salesian to inbound from the far side of the baseline. They have it here to Irvez in the game for the first time. Now to Maramba. Across to Mariah Moore now. Moore working against Sorrell. Moore looking for an open player. Finds Mosley on the far side. Mosley driving to the hoop. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, St. Mary's. Gabby Green in possession now. 1 minute 20 to go in this first quarter of play. Green out to Malden, left side. Malden driving to the hoop. Shoots, no good. Malden had a good look there from the left side. Just hit the front of the iron. A foul against Salesian, though, and St. Mary's will inbound the ball. So St. Mary's in possession with Shannon Malden, the Bayshore Athletic League MVP. Back to Malden now. Exchanges passes with Green. Malden trying to find a way into the paint. Green might have got poked in the eye there. I think she did. She's coming off the court. She was trying to go past one of the Salesian players on the far side, and she definitely got poked with a finger there. So they'll give her a second here. She's going to be substituted momentarily as Savannah Negron comes in. Green trying to walk it off at the moment. So a little break in the action here as they make sure that Green is okay. So Green will stay in the game. She has the ball at the moment. Pass across to Cowling. Now back to Green. 53 seconds remaining in the quarter. 13-3 to score. 5 on the clock. Shooting and draining it was Michaela Cowling from three-point land. 16-3 now, the advantage for St. Mary's. And now Salesian really need to get something going quickly on offense here. Looking for the pass inside from Mariah Moore. No one open. It's just there's so much presence in the paint right now from St. Mary's. And looking at Green, she's still got a hand over an eye, and now I think they will bring her out of the game, and she is indeed substituted. Still feeling the effects of the poke she sustained just a couple of minutes ago. She's replaced by Sorrell momentarily, so 34 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. And it's a 16-3 lead for the Panthers. Salesian now in possession here, right side with Stallworth. Dumps it off to Moore. Moore's shot off the back of the iron, no good. And Salesian just can't buy a bucket here in this first quarter of play. St. Mary's in possession at the moment with Sorrell. Out to Negron, far side. Negron sends it across the court, intercepted by Moore. 2-on-1 at the moment. Moore dishes it across. Great pass off the board, no good. Rebound quickly by St. Mary's. 4 seconds left in the quarter. One more chance at the shot. It's well wide. Actually hits off the back of the basket structure. 1.3 seconds remaining in the quarter. And while it's kind of been the story of the weekend so far, one team gets off to a hot start, piles on the points, and the other team, we saw it with Deer Valley yesterday, just really struggling on offense. One more chance here. Negron driving to the hoop. She's rejected at the end of the first quarter of play. St. Mary's have a comfortable lead. It's 16-3. at the end of the first. And if you're looking for a great place to advertise your business while reaching the greater high school community, then you want to advertise on CIF-Northcoast.tv. We have great rates for your business while giving you the opportunity to get your message out to a very important demographic. For more information, give us a call at area code 619-677-3246. And if you want to have your game broadcast live on the internet and be able to watch it again and again on demand while making money for your sports program, and if you want to give your students the opportunity to create their own broadcasts for your school athletic events, then please contact us at info@kbcsports.com. We offer season packages for schools, a full curriculum for your students, and an opportunity to raise up to $10,000 for your sports program. Again, that's info@kbcsports.com, or you can call us at area code 619-677-3246. Teams switch ends for the second quarter of play, and for Salesian, they've got to get something going on offense in a hurry. We saw yesterday how quickly things got out of hand in the Berkeley-Deer Valley game, the Division I Girls Championship game. And Deer Valley, despite a good effort in the second half of the game, just could not get close to the Yellow Jackets. And you can imagine that Salesian will be trying not to let that happen here if they can. Remember, they haven't defeated St. Mary's since January 25th of 2000, and this is their first appearance in the North Coast Section Championship game. Here's St. Mary's starting things out, driving to the hoop, no good with Sorrell off the back of the iron, and Salesian have the rebound. Here's Mariah Moore now. Great pass to the left side. Back to Moore, shooting from distance, three-point shot off the iron, no good. Rebound, St. Mary's, as Cowling has it now for the Panthers. Gives it to the junior Quali Sorrell. Malden, great pass aside. Oh, Cowling off the back of the board. Can't find the target. Rebound Salesian. Great pass there from Shannon Malden. Mariah Moore brings the ball down the court. Just 3 points in that first quarter for Salesian. They need to score here and in a hurry. Inside pass from Deja Stallworth. Comes off the hands of a St. Mary's player, so it will remain Salesian ball here. They'll inbound from the near side. Moraga, the player to bring the ball in. That's Michelle Brown, the senior. Back to Kean McNair. Did well there between two players to find an open player. She's fouled. Back underway here with Michelle Brown, the senior captain, and exchange passes with McNair. So personal foul against St. Mary's. 16 fouls so far by the Panthers. 16-3 the score with 6 minutes and 51 seconds to go. McNair in possession here for the Pride. Working against her opposite number, Negron. McNair still trying to find a way past the freshman. Shot up and good. That's just what the Pride needed as McNair finds the target. First points of the quarter for Salesian now. St. Mary's quickly back down the court with Shannon Malden. A travel and a turnover here, and Salesian have the ball back. Gabby Green still out of the game at the moment. So turnover after the travel by Malden, and now St. Mary's have possession. Kean McNair just scored the basket just a moment ago for the Pride. Dishes outside, and that's a travel now against Kean McNair. So back-to-back travels stall those possessions for each team, and now the Panthers have it back. Quali Sorrell, the player in possession at the moment, gives it to Michaela Cowlin, the sophomore forward. A star of the future, no doubt, for St. Mary's. One of the top-rated sophomores in the land. Cowling. Back to Shannon Malden, driving to the hoop. Shot no good. She had a good look at that there with the jump shot from 16 feet, but can't find the target. But she'll shoot two. So here's Malden, perfect 5 of 5 from the line against Marin Catholic. Sinks her first. She had 18 points in the game against Marin Catholic. 19 the last time these two teams met, back on the 18th of February. Second shot from Malden off the front iron, off the board and good. So she converts both free throws. And St. Mary's have a 13-point lead. They're up 18-5. Here's Maramba, far side of the court now, surrounded by two players. Dishes it off to Mariah Moore. Great pass inside, and there you go. Off the glass and good. Mosley is fouled as well, so she'll shoot one. She's 12 points in the game against McKinley. Here's a three throw off the front iron. Rebound by Salesian, however, as Maramba was right there. She'll give it to Mosley, and now to Mariah Moore. Here's Moore at the point. Goes left side, drives to the hoop, falling and can't find the target. Unlucky. Had a good look at it, but just falls to the ground. Turnover, though, and St. Mary's has it. So St. Mary's in possession. 5.5 to go in the second quarter of play. It's an 18-7 lead the Panthers enjoy at the moment. Here's Sorrell, great dish out. Malden from downtown, can't find the target. Rebound, Salesian. Cleared out quickly. Here's Mariah Moore hustling down the court. Is Mosley. Moore's going to take it herself. Can't find the target. Quick turnover now in a 2-on-1 for Salesian. Driving to the hoop and finding the target is Quali Sorrell. 20-7 now the lead for St. Mary's with 4 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the half. Salesian on the move, looking for the target. Can't find as it goes in and out. Good look there from Mosley. But just can't find the net at the moment. Rebound by St. Mary's. Here's Sorrell in possession, driving down the right side of the court. Sorrell pass inside for Michaela Cowling, is fouled. She'll shoot two. Cowling driving along the baseline there was fouled as she tried to make a shot. So she'll step to the line. Cowling 11 points against Marin Catholic, 20 against Salesian when these two teams met. They met twice this season, once on the 18th of February and then on the 28th of January. Cowling's first free throw is good. A 14-point lead now for the Panthers. 5 points on the day for Cowling. Here's the second one now. Cowling's shot is nothing but net. 15-point lead now for the Panthers. Here comes Salesian with Mosley in possession. Mosley, great pass inside. And they can't just find the target at the moment. That was Zoe Coriel. It was right underneath the hoop. A simple kiss off the glass would have been enough, but as has kind of been the story so far today for Salesian, they've had opportunities in the paint and just haven't been able to convert so far. They will maintain possession, though, and they have it now right side of the court. Horton in possession at the moment. Pass there, retrieved nicely by Mosley. Cowling wanted to travel on Mosley. And it's a foul against St. Mary's. Gabby Green back in the game now. So Mosley will shoot two. Mosley's first off the back of the iron. Rebound by Salesian. The shot off the glass, no good. Scrambling forward on the ground over on the far side was Matsuoka and Mariah Williams. It's St. Mary's ball, 22-7 the lead, 4 minutes to go in the half. That's Sorrell. 18 on the shot clock now for the Panthers. Sorrell maintains possession. Thought about the pass to Cowling, instead gives it to Gabby Green. 10 seconds now on the clock. Green still in possession. 5 seconds, drives to the hoop, off the glass, front iron shot, no good. It'll be Salesian ball. Green biding a time nicely there, saw the open opportunity down the lane. Just couldn't find the target. 3 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Salesian just 4 points in the quarter, just 7 overall. Trailing by 15, chance for more to shoot. Clangs off the back of the iron, had a good look at it. Just can't find it at the moment. So foul against Salesian. 8 fouls now in total for St. Mary's, 16 fouls for Salesian. Green leads all scorers with 8 points at the moment. It's 22-7 here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the half. Here's Gabby Green. Fires off the front of the rim. Rebound is by Salesian. McNair has it, passed a little bit too much on that one, but able to retrieve it in time is Alana Horton. And I believe a travel there on Alana Horton. So turnover in possession. St. Mary's have it with 3 minutes and 7 seconds to go in this first half of play. That's really been the story of the day so far. Salesian have not been able to capitalize on their opportunities. They've had good looks, just haven't been able to convert. Here are the Panthers now in possession. Gabby Green working against Mosley. Green to the point, into the lane, driving to the lane, shot off the front of the iron, no good. A collision here between Horton and Goodwin. Goodwin a little slow to get up. Two minutes and 40 seconds remain. So personal foul against St. Mary's. And that was the collision there between Goodwin and Horton. So she'll come to the line. This is a crucial free throw coming up here. Goodwin's got to sink it, or Horton, excuse me, has to sink it if possible. First one is in there. She'll shoot 1 and 1. So here's the second coming up. Substitution for Salesian as Mariah Williams comes out. She's replaced by Jana Maramba. Second shot from Horton is off the front of the iron. Rebound by St. Mary's as Mazuka comes up with it. So here's Quali Sorrell with 2.5 minutes to go in the half. It's a 22-8 lead now for the Panthers. Out to Malden. Malden's shot is off the iron. Rebound Salesian, bringing it down the court is Marne Mosley. Mosley driving to the paint. It's great pass inside. Thought there was going to be a travel there against Michelle Brown, but instead the layup off the glass is good. And Salesian reached double digits. They still trail by 12, though, with 2 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's Gabby Green now. 20 on the clock, was dispossessed momentarily. Was able to retrieve and get it in time. She's working against Mosley now. Green, pass out to Sorrell, far side. Now to Goodwin. Goodwin has Green open left side. Green driving along the baseline. The shot off the iron, no good. But she's fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Green, of course, one of the nation's top recruits in the 2014 class. She made her return, as I mentioned earlier on, against Piedmont first. Free throw, no good. She had a good game coming back, considering the layoff. 3 of 4 from the line, 12 points, 8 rebounds, 4 steals, 3 assists. Green, of course, one of the star players for St. Mary's now and in the years to come. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by the Panthers, and they'll maintain possession. Here's Green over to Sorrell. Has Goodwin in there as well. Minute 30 to go. 16 on the clock now. Cowling out to Green, far side. They'll exchange passes, send it quickly around the perimeter here. Here's Sorrell. Jump shot off the front iron. Goodwin there, can't put in the rebound. Salesian have it. Hurling it down court is McNair. Jump shot off the glass and good by Mosley. Great pass down court by Kean McNair to find a wide open Marne Mosley. And the easiest of shots off the glass and good. Salesian cut the advantage to 10 with 1:10 to go in the half. And if you want to have your game broadcast live on the internet and be able to watch it again and again on demand while making money for your sports program, if you want to give students the opportunity to create their own broadcasts for your school's athletic events, then contact us at info@kbcsports.com. We offer season packages for schools, a full curriculum for your students, and an opportunity to raise up to $10,000 for your sports program. Again, that's info@kbcsports.com, or call us at area code 619-677-3246. Stephen Davies, Harold Mills, T.C. Wardell, James Davies is en route. He'll be here a little bit later. 1:08 remaining in his first half of play. Here's St. Mary's in possession, up by 10. Sorrell in possession at the moment, working against Michelle Brown. Pass to Gabby Green. Back to Sorrell, looking for Cowling open. Turnover, though, and Salesian have it. And they'd love to get a few more points here before the interval if they can. They've scored 9 in this quarter after just scoring 3 in the first quarter of play. Here's Kian McNair now in possession. 2 players out to each side. McNair picks out Michelle Brown. Back to McNair. McNair, an open lane there. Great pass to the outside. Horton shoots and drains it. That was Mosley, on the shot. And she's really heating up now. 3 consecutive field goals for Salesian. She was fouled as she made the shot, and now she'll go to the line for 1. And all of a sudden, Salesian heating up now. Here's Mosley from the line. Shoots, and no good. Rebound by Goodwin. And now St. Mary's will slow it down. 27 seconds remaining in the half. Now to Sorrell. Back to Gabby Green. Once Malden inside. Sends it out to Goodwin on the far side. Goodwin, pass inside, nicely done. Shot off the glass, no good. Salesian can't believe it, as Malden was fouled shooting there. They didn't like that call at all. And now Shannon Malden with 8 seconds to go in the half will shoot 2 from the line. She really is something special from the line. Misses the first one, unfortunately, but against Salesian in the game on the 18th of February, she was 12 of 14 from the line, 6 of 10 from the line when the two teams met on January the 28th. And of course, St. Mary's beat the powerful Berkeley Yellow Jackets 54-49 on the 21st of January, and Malden was 10 of 13 from the line that day. So here's the second, and that one is nothing but net. 23-14 now the score, with 8 seconds remaining. So one more opportunity here for Salesian before the halftime interval. Mariah Moore to inbound the ball. Team's leading scorer, rebounded, and assists. 7 seconds now. Back to Moore. Moore is probably going to have one more opportunity to shoot here. She shoots from way downtown and drains it. Oh my goodness, from NBA range. Mariah Moore gets the crowd on their feet from 26 feet at least. Puts up the prayer at the buzzer and drains it. And in doing so, trims the lead to 6 as we go to the half. It's St. Mary's 23, Salesian 17. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back for the second half on your home for high school sports. Play on Sports, CIF-Northcoast.tv.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run us to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just...
Holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball.
12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take. And there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot. Kept alive. Back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Caston on Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stag.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10, the 5. Touchdown Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter steps under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run. Breaks through. 4 tackles. And now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half. 2nd and 6 for Imperial from their own 47. They're going to give it to Freeman again off the left side. And Freeman gets by one wave and down across the 40-yard line. Still on his feet. Look at him run down to the 20-yard line. One man to beat. Gets by him. Touchdown, Freeman. How did he do that? Holy cow. 64-yard touchdown run. His 5th of the game. Royce Freeman, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see the top rushing and the as I look over to our partners at KXO Radio, the top rusher in the San Diego section for the next 2 years.
That's just amazing. That is just amazing. They hit him in the backfield. They hit him at the line of scrimmage. They hit him a couple yards downfield. They hit him again near the goal line.
No 5-second count can be started. Nobody was close enough defensively. Lyle's going to swing left side. Robinson. Here is a backdoor lob for Grant. They've been wanting that all game. And they got it, 50-42. They lulled you to sleep, and then they hit Grant on the back door.
They trail by 2. McMorrow's kick is on the way, and it is good. St. Augustine has their first lead of the game, 21-20 with 25 seconds to play. The senior McMorrow with a huge kick, not the longest of his career, but the biggest of his career. St. Augustine leads it 21-20.
Already lining up. They won't even have to run that one more play. They just acquiesce.
Why bother?
So there you have it. Your 5-time defending Division III champions, the Cathedral Catholic Dons, running up, over, and through Olympian 41-0 here from Qualcomm Stadium.
Patriots down 21-17. Great ball game here. Dillon taking it, looking right, throwing it up top to Gaines. It will be caught by Gaines. Oh, my goodness. It looked like the defender had it, but Gaines stole it away from him. Jason Gaines, are you kidding me, my friend? Oh, boy. it looked like for sure we had an interception by the Tories, but as they both were going to the ground, Jason Gaines just wrestled it away from him. Shane Dillon to Jason Gaines on an 11-yard play.
Fanchen in the game, now out, replaced by Hayashi, the libero for defense. Wenzel serve, championship point, ball up in the air. Hayashi's going to bring it back. Richards, deep one, over and 3. Free opportunity, look for Wallace, no, they go Becker. Hayashi, then tap over and 2 by Hollingsworth. Now look for Wallace for the match!
Kathleen Wallace, no better way for the Bulls to finish it than giving it to their senior leader.
25-12, 25-15, and with 8 straight points to close out their 3rd straight D5 championship on a kill by Kathleen Wallace, 25-21 in Game 3. Branson has won the D5 title.
In the backfield, it's Hernandez and Northcutt. Set to throw is Thomas, has time, goes for the home run. It's intercepted in the end zone. Seemed like they tried to go to Martin, and Martin slipped. Stockton, Hilmar, and Escalon. That's going to do it, folks. Victory formation, take a kneel. The clock comes out. The clock will tick down. The players jumping up at midfield. I think I see a Gatorade. Did we have a Gatorade shower?
We most certainly did. Casey Taylor getting the shower there. Very much deserved.
Down to 12.
Great tackle there by Ronald Williams there to make the stop for Helix.
And the Helix fans are starting to celebrate here. This is going to be the final play. 5 seconds. Pow will hand it off. And they're going to get in the end zone. Touchdown. That's Keegan who gets in, but that's going to be the end of the ball game. 44-6 will be the score. So Oceanside scores on the final play of the ball game.
And gets a consolation prize just to make this is kind of say that, hey, we didn't get shut out.
So 44-6 is your score. And Helix is celebrating on the sideline. Oceanside streak of 7 straight championship games has been ended.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Clock rolling, 3rd down and 15 for the Patriots. Dillon, he's got time, steps up. He's going to chuck it deep. He's got a man open. Seth Collins with a diving catch. He hauls it in at the 25. Oh, my goodness.
I'll tell you right there. Dillon goes to show why he is a Division I prospect as he's able to step up, elude the pressure, see Collins down the field, and make the connection. As I'll tell you right now, there has not been a bigger catch for Seth Collins this entire season.
Fans nervously wait on the far side. Trips right. Vernon, the lone receiver to the left. Troy Zine rolls right. Here we go.
Back with you live from McKeon Pavilion on the campus of St. Mary's College. Stephen Davies, T.C. Wardell, and Harold Mills. What an end to the first quarter of play. Salesian waking up there midway through the second quarter as they really put St. Mary's under some pressure. Mariah Moore draining an NBA range 3-point shot at the buzzer to cut the St. Mary's advantage to 6 points. It's 23-17 the score here at the half. Let's go over the scoring so far. Beginning with St. Mary's, Cowling has 8, Sorrell has 2, Goodwin has 2, Green has 8, and Malden just 3 points so far. And then for Salesian, Mosley is 9, Mariah Moore has 4, McNair has 2, Horton has 1, and Michelle Brown has 2 points. So let's see if Salesian can keep up the pace here. It seemed like, talking with T.C. Wardell at the break, that he thought St. Mary's ran out of gas a little bit during that second quarter of play. And it'll be interesting to see now if Salesian, after the interval, can keep the pressure on the Panthers. They trail by just 6. I believe they were down by 12 or 13 at one point during that first half of play. So 16 minutes left to decide this North Coast Section Division IV Girls Championship game. And Salesian Pride fans out there, don't go anywhere because the boys are coming up next as they face the 7th-seeded St. Patrick's St. Vincent Bruins. So the second game of 4 on the schedule today here on your home for high school sports. Play on Sports and CIF-North-Coast.tv. Here's Salesian now inside, working it, and off the glass and good. Mariah Moore, 5 points on the day now for Salesian, and they cut the gap to just 4. Now, what can St. Mary's do? Sorrell in possession. Pass to Cowling. Oh, great pass inside to Goodwin. Is off the glass, off the rim and in. Teams exchange baskets here in the opening 30 seconds of this third quarter of play. Here's Kean McNair now in possession for the Pride. Pride in the black uniforms going from right to left. Shot from Moore off the back of the board. No good. Rebound, St. Mary's. Here's Gabby Green in possession now, right side. Green driving along the baseline. Pass inside to Goodwin. Can't find the target. She's fouled. She'll go to the line. Had a good look at that. A great feed pass along the baseline from Gabby Green. Goodwin can't find the target. She was just 1 of 4 from the line against Marin Catholic. Did have 9 points, though. Here's Goodwin's first. Is off the back of the iron. No good. So she'll get another opportunity. 6-point lead now for St. Mary's with 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go. You can hear a pin drop right now as Goodwin's second free throw hits the target. 7-point advantage now for St. Mary's. McNair to bring down the court. She's working against Gabby Green. McNair, pass inside. Salesian now. Oh, great shot. What a look there from Mosley. With a back almost turned to the hoop. Able to float that one in off the board. 5-point advantage now for St. Mary's. Green working against Mosley. Pass is looking for Michaela Cowling. Can't find the target. It's Salesian ball. So it'll be Mariah Moore to inbound the ball with Kean McNair alongside. McNair will bring it to midcourt. 5-point the difference here. With 6.5 to go in the third. Pass looking there from Horton to Mosley. Can't find the target. It's a turnover, and now St. Mary's will have the ball. 4 timeouts left for each team. It's a sloppy inbound pass there from Cowling to Malden, but the Panthers able to recover. Cowling will bring the ball to the point. And now back to Quali Sorrell. Sorrell covered by Michelle Brown. Now to Gabby Green. Green to Cowling. Out wide to Sorrell. Sorrell with a good look at the basket. Off the iron, no good. A lot of traffic in the paint there, but Salesian to come up with the rebound. Oh, what a move there. Off the glass, no good. Mosley turning on a dime as Cowling sailed right by her, and if it only had hesitated 1 fraction of a second, she would have been able to find the target. Instead, didn't get enough on the shot. And Salesian had a golden opportunity to trim the lead to just 3 points. Instead, it remains a 5-point Panther advantage here with 5 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. Sorrell bring the ball down the left side. Wide open is Green, far side, 3-point shot off the iron, no good. Had a good look at it. He was wide open, quick transition now. Here comes Salesian. McNair underneath. Can't find the target. Rebound Salesian off the backboard, no good. Mariah Moore was right in the correct position there, but she's fouled, and she'll shoot 2 crucial free throws coming up now from Mariah Moore. She's 22 against McKinleyville. Here's a first off the front of the iron. Boy, she wishes she could have that one back. She'll have a second opportunity, though. Salesian hanging in there. Here's the second one. Off the front of the iron and in. 4 points now. A quick word with Harold Mills also during the intermission. He feels we're in for a fantastic finish, so let's certainly hope so. Turnover now. Steal by Salesian. Going to the hoop, missing, and can't come up with the rebound. That was Mariah Moore driving to the hoop. Didn't have the correct positioning there. She drove to the hoop, had Mosley backing her up, and the ball came off her hand, goes out of bounds. Some alert defensive play there by Salesian. Can't capitalize. St. Mary's in possession at the moment. Here's Sorrell now, working against Moraga. Moramba's giving her everything at the moment. Look at this hustle here, trying to dispossess her as best she can. Still working against Cowling now. Picks a wide open Morton and drives to the hoop. She's fouled. Cowling did a great job there of finding an open Maudlin, driving to the hoop. Now Maudlin to the line. 4-point lead. Her first is in there. So she'll shoot again. 5-point lead now for St. Mary's with 5 minutes and 3 seconds to go in its third quarter of play. Maudlin now to shoot a second. This one is no good. Rebound Salesian. 5 minutes to go now in this third quarter. Long pass down court. Oh, it's swatted away by Gabby Green. Moraga thought she was home clear there, and she's got a big smile on her face as she thought she had an easy basket, but Gabby Green comes out of nowhere to swat that one away. Salesian will maintain possession, however. Now looking for player inside. They can't find Corial there, and it's a turnover. St. Mary's have it. Green, left wing, in possession. Now out to Maudlin. Working against Moraga. Maudlin trying to drive into the paint. Now, again, at the third time of asking. It's a 5-point lead now for St. Mary's here. 4 team fouls for Salesian here in this already in the third quarter. Just one for St. Mary's. They'll inbound the ball from the near side of the court. Here's Cowan. Great pass inside. Gabby Green there in traffic. Can't find the target. Possession goes in favor of the Pride. 4.5 to go now in the third quarter of play. Here's Kean McNair now. Brings the ball down the court. Chance of defense come up from the St. Mary's bench. Driving to the hoop and finding the target is Mosley. Mosley 11 points now on the day for Salesian. She's their leading scorer. Sorrell in possession, out to Cowling, far side. Cowling at the point, pass to Maudlin, right side. Has Goodwin underneath. Now across to Sorrell. Sorrell driving in the lane. Shot no good. Rebound Salesian, and she's bundled to the ground. That was Mosley in the right place at the right time. She took a hard shot. Now just a 3-point game here. It's 27-24. Salesian will have possession with 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go. Yeah, you do get the feeling we're in for a fantastic finish. Now, can Salesian capitalize? And almost as soon as I say that, the pass from Mosley to Moraga goes through her hands, and a turnover in possession now as St. Mary's have it on the far side of the court. Here's Gabby Green. Green surveying the court. Working against Mosley, trying to find a way past Green. All alone, shooting for three. No good. A little short on that shot there. And a turnover as Salesian have it now. Here's Mariah Moore. There's players in support to each side. Moore dishes it off to Mosley. Right wing. Now to the point. Inside pass to Moore. Moore spinning off the play. Shooting. Oh, and that had a really good chance. Rolled out of the rim. Players scrambling forward. It's a rebound by Salesian. 2-on-1 opportunity. Great bounce pass there to Maudlin, and that's good. Timeout called by St. Mary's. Five-point lead here with 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. KBCSports.com will be providing live audio coverage of the state regional basketball championships as well as the finals. March Madness comes to high school basketball in California on March 17th for the regional basketball championships. 4 venues of coverage around the state. Then the following weekend, March 23rd and 24th, it's the California State Basketball Championships, and you can catch it all on KBCSports.com, your home for high school sports. 5-point St. Mary's lead now with 2 minutes and 56 seconds to go in this third quarter of play. Salesian had trimmed the lead to just 3 points about a minute ago, but St. Mary's, thanks to that basket by Shannon Maudlin, are back up by 5. Now, what can the Pride do to keep the pressure on the Panthers here? Here's Mosley. Out to Moore, left side. 20 seconds on the clock. Cross court to Maramba. Now to Mosley for 3, no good. Rebound by Stallworth. Stallworth with 2 players all over at the moment. It's a scramble for the ball, and Stallworth gets it on the bounce. She's way out on the left side, on the right side of the court along the baseline. A lot of pressure there from St. Mary's. Goes out of bounds, far side of the court. It'll be St. Mary's ball. So 2 minutes, 27 seconds now remaining in the third quarter. And Gabby Green to bring the ball down the court. Mid-court now. Pass out to Sorrell, right side. Now to Maudlin. Maudlin 6 points on the day. Pass inside is intercepted. Was looking for Goodwin there. No one home. And now Mosley brings the ball. Spin move. Shot. No good. Rebound. Salesian. McNair for 3. No good. Off the back of the iron. St. Mary's rebound. And now Sorrell will slow things down with 1 minute and 52 seconds. It's still a 5-point Panther advantage here. Sorrell to Cowling, right side. Now to Goodwin, almost intercepted there. That pass to Green. Green still can't get a handle on it. Has to retreat almost to midcourt. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and I have to hurry this up a bit. Green driving to the paint. Shot no good. Ball loose at the moment. Finally rebounded by Salesian. They'll bring the ball down the court with Moore. Moore driving to the lane. Off the glass, no good. Rebound, Salesian can't find the bucket. Hervis was fouled there for Salesian. Now she'll come to the line. 6 points against McKinleyville. 2 crucial free throws. Here's the first, in and out of the basket. About as close as you'll ever get to sinking a basket without it going in. Salesian's free throw shooting today has been a little lacking at times. Here's the second one coming up. Shot is off the front of the iron, off the board and in. 4 points now, the advantage for St. Mary's with 1 minute and 20 seconds to go. Gabby Green working against Mosley. Turnover, steal by Mosley there. And a personal foul against Green. Mosley picked a pocket there that time. So Salesian now keeping the pressure on with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. McNair surveying the court. Pass inside. Here's Moore underneath. Shot is good. Mariah Moore trims the gap to just 2 points now. 57 seconds to go in the quarter. The slimmest margin of the day now for the Panthers since the first quarter of play. Here's Maudlin now. Pass out right side to Negron. Back to Maudlin for 3. She shoots off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound, McNair. 38 seconds to go now in the quarter. Pass by McNair is tipped by Sorrell out of bounds. It'll be Salesian ball. 33.7 seconds on the clock. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Here's McNair now. At the point. Moore to her left. Picks her out. Moore now working against Negron. Out to Mosley. Mosley's pass is deflected away. And look at this transition play here by St. Mary's. The easiest layup of the day for Michaela Cowling to put St. Mary's up by 4. 6 seconds to go. Will there be some more magic here? From distance, she's got it again! Oh my goodness, again! To end the third quarter, Mariah Moore trims the gap to just 1 point. And I think that was even further out than the one to end the second quarter of play. The fans are on their feet once again. And we are indeed in for a grandstand finish here with 8 minutes to go in this Division IV Girls Championship game. It's St. Mary's 31, Salesian 30. KBCSports.com and the Play On Sports Network showcase great high school games every week. And you can now access our content using multiple platforms. Follow us on Facebook, get the latest KBC news and Play On News on Twitter, or catch our highlights in high definition on YouTube. All of our content can now link to your favorite social media site. Share all the high school action you see every week. Brought to you by your home for high school sports, KBCSports.com and Play On Sports. Well, lightning certainly does indeed strike twice. And Mariah Moore from a long way out sinks the biggest three of the season so far for Salesian. Just 1 point the difference now with 8 minutes to go in this game. Salesian fans on their feet applauding the team as they come out onto the court for the last quarter of action here in this Division IV Girls Championship game. And what a turnaround from yesterday with both games pretty much settled at halftime. This one appears to go the distance now. St. Mary's to inbound the ball to start the fourth quarter of play. Cowling with 10 points, the leading scorer for St. Mary's at the moment. Here's Moreland, 6 points on the day for the senior. Her shot, no good. She's fouled. She'll shoot 2. So pressure on Moreland now. Attempting to score the first points of this fourth quarter of play. Moreland's first is good. And now for her second. And that's good as well. Nothing but net on both of those free throws. St. Mary's have a 3-point lead. Keita McNair in possession now for Salesian with 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Out to Mosley. Inside to Mariah Moore. Great pass. Oh, and unlucky there to come off the rim. Rebound by Salesian. That was Irvis underneath there. Had a good look at the basket. Can't capitalize, though, for Salesian. St. Mary's lead by 3 with 7.5 to go. Maudlin surveying the scene. Maudlin trying to drive past Mosley here. 12 on the clock now. Pass inside is intercepted. She was looking for a player underneath. Couldn't find a turnover, though, in the meantime, as Maudlin steals. Pass inside to Cowling is in and out of the bucket. We wanted to charge there on Cowling. On Maramba, she went to the ground, and instead, Cowling will shoot 2. The foul on Maramba, so a 3-point lead here for St. Mary's has potential to grow to 5, pending these 2 free throws coming up here from Michaela Cowling. The first one goes right in. So substitution there as Irvis comes out. She's replaced by Zoe Coriel. And the second one as well. Maramba comes out, Michelle Brown to replace her. So Salesian right now have more Coriel, Mosley, Brown, and McNair out in the court at the moment. Here's the second free throw is in there. So St. Mary's now have converted their last 4 free throws, and 4 to start this quarter. 7 minutes, 7 seconds to go. McNair in possession at the moment, working against Negron. McNair, pass to Moore. Moore from 19 feet, in and out, and on the rebound is in. Mariah Moore now with 15 points on the day. Here's Sorrell in possession now. Maudlin across the court to the right. Sorrell keeps it herself, puts up the floater, rebounds Salesian. Kicked out left side now. Here's Mariah Moore. McNair to her left. 6.5 to go. Moore drives past, dishes inside, pass off the glass, spins off the rim and in for the bucket. 1 point now, the difference. 6 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Here's the Bayshore Athletic League MVP, Maudlin. In possession at the moment. Timeout called by St. Mary's. They have 3 remaining with 6 minutes, 11 seconds to go. If you need a highlight video for your athlete, and if you're Mariah Moore's parents, you might be able to get one from us. Working to earn that 4-year scholarship, then you want to contact kbcsports.com. We can provide recruiting video for any athlete in any sport. Not only that, we give you your own recruiting page right on our website. No more mailing DVDs to colleges. Instead, email coaches a link to your personal page. For more information, including pricing, contact us at recruits@kbcsports.com or call us at 619-677-3246 and catch the best North Coast section basketball on CIF-Northcoast.tv. You can watch a replay of today's game after each one concludes, plus check out game highlights, player of the game interviews, and more. Order DVD or Blu-ray disc of the game. We are home for soccer and all sports, for that matter, in the state of California. CIF-Northcoast.tv. Don't forget to stay tuned for our post-game show where we'll select the player of the game and wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following this game on CIF-Northcoast.tv. 6 minutes, 11 seconds to go in this one. A 1-point St. Mary's advantage. Here's Gabby Green in possession, working against Michelle Brown here right side. Pass to Moreland, wide open. Moreland now driving to the paint. Green at the point, looking for the pass inside for Goodwin. Can't find a turnover now, and Salesian will inbound the ball from the right side. A little bit of a sloppy pass there from Gabby Green, trying to force the issue there. And now Salesian have it, and potentially with a bucket here, could take the lead for the first time today. Here's McNair working against Negron. McNair kicks it out to Brown. Brown thought about the shot, turnover there. She tried to give it back to McNair. Green has it now for St. Mary's. Green to midcourt. Now driving to the lane. Green to the basket, dishes off to Goodwin off the glass and good. 3-point lead now for St. Mary's here. Mariah Moore will slow things down. Dishes off to Mosley. From the elbow, pass out to McNair. 3 is good. Nothing but net by Kean McNair. What a shot. Tied up now at 37. Crowd on their feet on the Salesian side. Wow, she was jumping up and down after that one. That was a beautiful 3-point shot. 5 minutes to go now. 13 on the clock for Green. Green driving to the lane is dispossessed. What an effort by Moore to dispossess her. Now she's going to drive. Oh, and a pass inside off the glass. Salesian take the lead for the first time. Monte Mosley has put the Pride up by 2, and that really gets the fans on their feet with 4 minutes, 48 seconds to go. Timeout Salesian. Epic stuff here in the fourth quarter of play. First, Moore dispossesses Gabby Green as she drove to the hoop. McNair with a perfect pass down the court. And Moore with a kiss off the glass to give Salesian the first lead of the day so far. T.C. Wardell is wiping his brow. Everyone's going nuts here at McKeon Pavilion, and this is the game we've been waiting for so far this weekend. Let's hope it's not the last. Don't forget, we got 3 more games coming up. And for Salesian fans out there, don't forget the boys are coming up next. The number 1 seeded Salesian Pride will face the Cinderella story of this tournament, the number 7 seeded St. Patrick St. Vincent Bruins of Vallejo. Teams back out on the court now. And what a shift in momentum from that first quarter of play where St. Mary's threatened to run away with this game. But Salesian really have come up big in this second half of play. Here's Gabby Green now at the point. Kicks it out to Negron far side. Now to Cowling. Back to Negron, working against McNair. Gives it to Gabby Green. 12 on the clock now to Maudlin, right side. Maudlin directing traffic there. Wants Goodwin to move out of the paint. 5 seconds, gonna have to hurry this up. Out to Green, shot from 3-point land is short. Rebound McNair. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go now in the fourth quarter. Salesian lead by 1. Here's Maramba left side, back to McNair. 20 seconds on the shot clock. McNair inside to Moore, dishes it off out wide. Turnover and fouled with Zoe Coriel. She attempted the basket, and now she'll step to the line for 2. 4 minutes and 3 seconds to go. And if there's one player for me that's made a difference in the second half of play, it's been Kian McNair. It's just been in the right place at the right time as Coriel's first free-throw attempt rolls in and out. Salesian, their biggest lead of the day so far. They lead by 2. They'd love to get the second free throw if they can. Here's Coriel's shot, no good. Rebound, St. Mary's. Now, 4 minutes to go. Green to Maudlin, right side. Maudlin drives away to the hoop, and good off the glass. Maudlin has 10 points on the day. Mariah Moore now in possession for Salesian, spinning one way then another, driving to the hoop, no good. Never really got the shot off as Maudlin was all over her. They will maintain possession though with 3.5 minutes to go. Salesian up by 2. Jump shot, no good, well short. Coriel was right there, she can't put the rebound in. Now Moore at the third attempt is fouled. Moore gets a high five from McNair, and now Moore will shoot 2. Make 12 free throws against St. Mary's in the game on the 18th. Here's the shot, and it's good. Three minutes and 27 seconds to go. Salesian, their biggest lead of the day, up by 3. Second free throw now for Moore. Is good. That bounced off the rim. 4-point lead now for Salesian. 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. McNair working against Green now. Kicks it out wide to Cowling. Now to Sorrell. Sorrell drives to the hoop. Can't find the target. So it's Cowling, Sorrell, Goodwin, Green, and Maudlin, the 5 on the court right now. For St. Mary's, for Salesian, McNair, Maramba, Mariah Williams, Zoe Coriel, and Mariah Moore. And a substitution now as Maramba comes out. Mosley's back in the game. Mosley, the second team Bayshore Athletic League selection. But 2 free throws coming up now for Koali Sorrell. Here's the first. No good. A little bit too much mustard on that one, so she'll have a second attempt. Trying to trim the Salesian lead. It's 41-39 Pride here with 3 minutes 11 seconds to go. Second free throw is no good. Comes back out the rim. Rebound by Moore. Now, Moore brings it down court. Great hustle down court by Mosley. Spinning off the glass. No good. Moore had a good look at it. Great job by Mosley to keep the ball in bounds. They say it came off Maudlin of the Salesian bench. Repealing for that. Maudlin can't believe it. So Moore will inbound the ball from right in front of the Salesian bench now. 2 minutes and 57 seconds to go. Remember, Salesian haven't defeated St. Mary's in over 13 years. Or 12 years, excuse me. Now, McNair trying to find a way past Green. 20 seconds on the clock here. 2 minutes and 48 seconds on the game clock. McNair still in possession. Dumps it off to Moore. Moore spinning into the paint. Can't find the bucket, unlucky. Going to the ground as a football game breaks out there as Moore and Maudlin Sorrell and Williams wrestling for the ball there. So Salesian's inbound the ball from the far side. Moore directing traffic now. Sends McNair out wide and she can't find the target. Green read the play like a book. Forces a turnover with 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. So Stallworth comes in to replace Mariah Williams now for Salesian. And maybe another substitution coming up as well. There is. Corey Allers coming out. Sumiko Urvez coming in. 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in his fourth quarter of play. St. Mary's inbound the ball. Chance of defense come up from the Salesian fans. And the fans on hand here have been treated to a classic Division IV championship game so far. Now, can St. Mary's tie this up? Here's Maudlin, left wing. Driving to the lane, off the glass, no good, had a good look at it. Rebound, Salesian, Moore had it. Now the pass is deflected, and a turnover back quickly down court. Maudlin has a look from 7 feet, can't find the target. Rebound Moore. 2 minutes to go now in this Division IV championship game. And a penalty against Sorrell. She can't believe it. Penalty was against Quali Sorrell. Yeah, this was a personal foul against Sorrell. And crucially, that gives Salesian the opportunity for 2 free throws. Here's the first coming up now from Urvez. And it's good. She drains it. Salesian now, 3-point lead with 2 minutes exactly on the clock. Urvez now. Your pin drop. Comes off the rim and in. She converts both free throws. Salesian now have matched their biggest lead of the day. They're up by 4 with 1:55 to go. Crunch time now for the Panthers. Can they respond? Here's Maudlin, right wing. Maudlin surveys the scene. 15 seconds on the clock. Across court to Green. At the perimeter. Jump shot. No good. Can't find the target. Salesian have the rebound with Moore. And as you can imagine now, they're really going to slow it down with 1:35 seconds to go. Here's McNair across midcourt. McNair with a lot of pressure here. Timeout called by Coach Pizzola. St. Mary's have 2 timeouts remaining. So do Salesian, but Salesian have a 4-point cushion with 1:27 seconds to go. You can watch highlights or a replay of today's game in our on-demand section. You can buy a DVD or Blu-ray of today's game right on CIF-Northcoast.tv. Click on Buy DVD and you can order today's game right now. Have a game that lasts a lifetime. Brought to you by KBC Sports at CIF-Northcoast.tv. Well, don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. 1:27 seconds to go in this one. And Salesian on the cusp of a famous victory. Here's McNair now. Back to Moore. She's dispossessed by Green. It will be St. Mary's ball as they put the pressure on McNair and Moore there as they try to inbound the ball. And now Gabby Green steps to the line to shoot 2. 4-point lead for the Pride with 1:20 to go. Here's Green. Drains the first one. Green has 10 points on the day. Cowling leading scores with 12. Now Green misses the second one. It's rebounded by Moore. 1:17 to go. Great pass cross court for Stallworth. Back to McNair. McNair left wing. Back to Mariah Moore now. 17 seconds on the clock. A lot of pressure by St. Mary's. Moore maintains possession. Moore has to get rid of it. Dumps it off. Inside to Stallworth who gets it. 55 seconds to go. It's a 5-point Salesian lead. Maudlin now. About to be desperation time. Shooting the 3 ball. Sorrell, no good. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Salesian ball. And the Salesian fans are absolutely going nuts right now, bolstered by the fact that the men's team has just shown up as well to give a little extra vocal support now in the final 41 seconds of this one. It's a 5-point Salesian advantage. Everyone on their feet on the Salesian side. What a start to our coverage this weekend here on CIF North Coast Star TV. Can Salesian hang on for the last 40 seconds of this one? Moore to inbound the ball to McNair. Back to Moore now. 38 seconds on the clock. Full court pressure now by St. Mary's. Salesian maintained possession as Green knocks the ball away from Mariah Moore. .34 seconds remain in this epic Division IV final. It's two local rivals. Salesian of Richmond, St. Mary's of Albany. Done battle twice this season already. St. Mary's winning on the 18th, 60-48, and then on the 28th of January, 43-39. But will the third time be the charm for the Pride? We'll find out in 26 seconds from now. They've actually reset the game clock to 34.8 seconds. They let it tick down. Now, inbounding the ball. Down court. It takes a deflection off ball in for the basket. She puts it in. Mosley may have sealed the deal here with 30 seconds to go. Bringing the ball down the court is Sorrell. Coach Pizzolo thumps the scorer's table. There's a penalty against Salesian now. So Sorrell will shoot two. First one is in there. You had a feeling we were in for something special at halftime when Mariah Moore drained the three-point from way downtown. Now, here's the second one. It is in there as it bounces a couple times off the rim. 5 points now. The advantage for Salesian here with 26 seconds to go. Moore to inbound the ball, trying to find an open player, and she does. Moore is fouled, and she'll now come to the line for two. 23.3 seconds remaining. Moore composing herself here for the biggest three throws of the season coming up now for the Pride. Here's the first one from Moore. No good. Comes back off the rim. St. Mary's has it. Sorrell along the right side to Morland for three off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound Salesian. Moore has it. As Irvis was fouled. Nine-team fouls for each team. It's a 5-point Salesian advantage now. Hard to believe. St. Mary's at one point were up 13-3 after the first quarter of play. Here's the first free throw. It is good. It's there. With 12.8 seconds to go, Irvis drains it. And she's made her last three throws. Here's the second of two. It is up, and it is good. A high five from Mariah Moore for Samiko Irvis. And she's given Salesian now what should be an unassailable 7-point lead with 12.8 seconds remaining in this Division IV championship game. Another timeout called by St. Mary's. Desperation time now for the top-seeded Panthers. Looks of resignation on the faces of the 5 players out on the court right now for St. Mary's. Those 5, Shannon Maudlin, Isabel Ampon, Michaela Cow and Kwame Sorrell, Kwame Mizuka, and Gabby Green. So 12.8 seconds to go in this one. St. Mary's to inbound the ball from the far side of the court. So here we go, 7 points the difference now. Sorrell in possession, driving down the court. Sorrell takes it herself, is fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot. She'll shoot 2 here, so Sorrell, 6.7 seconds remaining in the game, and a 7-point lead for Salesian. First one is no good off the front of the iron. Second free throw coming up now for Sorrell. Shot is no good as it bounces off the rim a couple times. Maudlin is there for the rebound. Rebound by, they'll hurl it down court, and that's going to do it. Salesian, for the first time in 12 years, have defeated St. Mary's, and on the biggest stage, their first trip to the North Coast Section Championship game. A famous victory for the Pride as they defeat the Panthers 49-42 in an epic Division IV championship game. A game that will go down in Pride history as the Salesian Pride end a 12-year drought against their rivals from Albany and take the North Coast Section Division IV title. The first upset of the weekend here at St. Mary's College in Moraga. And what a fantastic victory it's been for the Salesian Pride. They can scarcely believe it. What a game. We'll be back in just a few minutes on your home for high school sports, Play On Sports, and CIF-Northcoast.tv.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take that knee. And the Mar Vista Mariners knock off the number 2 seeded St. Augustine Saints at Mesa College in a dominating performance on both sides of the football for Mar Vista. They trailed 14-0 and came back.
Again, down 2-0, facing adversity, and they've really just turned the table around since game number 3. Set an attack, great block made back inside the Maverick zone. A chance there by Bosback back inside the Maverick zone. Ball attacked there by Bosback, a second opportunity by Bosback. Lift violation call. Winner. It's over the net call. Oh my goodness! Bosback reached over on the attack. A Maverick error wraps up the title for the Presentation Panthers. A 15-9 victory in game number 5, and they wrap it up coming back from 2-0 down match-wise and take it 3 games to 2.
36-35 and driving, and oh baby! Shrigley with the jam, and it was with emphasis. And it's the foul, and listen to these fans.
Do you know who's standing up right behind us? Tony Bland, who is the head recruiter for San Diego State. I think he's drooling. Somebody get that man a napkin.
Quick score on this drive. There goes a handoff to Zeller, trying to go straight ahead, but he is met by Wool. Now he breaks out to the outside, gets across the 30, 35, on the right, 40, midfield. He's running down the sidelines. He's going to go all the way as he's at the 10, 5, touchdown. Patrick Zeller stood up at the line of scrimmage and broke out to his left to the far sidelines, and he was in a foot race, and he went all the way for the touchdown. Broke a tackle and made it nice and showed his speed as he got outside for the touchdown.
Back in the backfield to the left is Campbell. Hernandez takes the snap, play action to Campbell. Looks down the field. Now here comes the pressure. He's going to be hit. He breaks the tackle, rolls left. Now he's going to cut upfield. He's going to break another tackle, and then another tackle down the sideline. Gets a block inside the 5. What a touchdown! Hernandez goes 33 yards in spectacular fashion, breaking 4 tackles along the way, including 2 in the backfield, and Hilltop has tied this one up at 29.
And reasonably so. He's been doing a good job of leading this offense. Looking for his first touchdown pass of the season for Ray Hudson. And Ray Hudson gets both feet inside the end zone. Touchdown Foothill.
Like you said earlier, 6'2" body frame, and can probably, what we just saw there was getting Randy Moss, was what we call getting Moss. Clearly just leaped over the defender there, landed both feet in bounds.
Grant with a big, strong defensive rebound. He brings it back down the floor again, and another slam dunk. Jeremy Grant can run the point, and he can fly. Huge dunk, 2 big dunks in the last minute.
Bullard trying to close it out. Deep ball, up in the air, Cram. Bringing it back, Arbizo. Cram over in 3, free opportunity. Look for Rodabaugh, no, pass middle, Weimer.
Ball game.
25-19. Foothill wins it 3-1.
Because this kid has definitely proven that he can make things happen here in this ballgame.
They will go with him. Bula Graft on a stretch run, just breaking tackles. The little man is in the clear to Tory territory. The 25, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown Knights. What a run, the freshman, Bula Graft.
Ooh, I tell you what. There were at least 3 times on that run that he should have gone down or he should have been wrapped up. Missed tackles there cost La Jolla Country Day as Bula Graft, the freshman running back for Bishops, is able to take it in. And that was a determined run there, Andy, by.
So 1st and 10. Brandon Lewis in the shotgun. Has time to throw. And he'll fire, and he has a mad diving catch. Did he hold on to it? He did. What a catch from Kendall Keys. And that may be the KBC Sports Player of the Week.
What a catch he laid himself out there, and a great throw, as you said. Read it nicely, did Lewis, and really caught his receiver on the go, and just kind of put it out there right on the outstretch of his fingertips. He laid out, and he made it.
He might be called upon to make a crucial kick. 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard gain on the receiver screen. And Paulson fires across the right seam for Jack Finney, who makes the catch. Stiffs arms the defender at the 50 and is finally brought down at the Amador Valley 45-yard line. Flags flying late on the play. For it. 4th and 3. They figure 3 is easier to get than the field goal at this point. And it's Paulson looking for Finney. Right seam, touchdown. Jack Finney makes the catch. Bounces off a defender.
Back with you live on Play On Sports and CIF-North Coast.tv. What a start to the weekend. Absolutely amazing stuff out on the court in our first game of 4 here on the slate this weekend. And the Salesian Pride celebrate their first North Coast section title in school history. And what a performance by the entire team. But most importantly, our Play On Sports player of the game would have to be Mariah Moore. She really had an outstanding game with 15 points, but crucially, those 2 buzzer-beating 3-point shots at the end of the second and the third quarter. And I think we all had a feeling when we saw that first one go in at the end of the first half of play that we really were in for something special. We've also got to give a big shout-out to number 20, Marne Mosley, the freshman with 19 points, to lead all scorers on the day. And you can be assured that the Salesian Pride, with 3 freshmen, 7 sophomores, and just 4 upperclassmen, have a very bright future indeed in front of them. And what a performance to knock off the top-seeded 3-time North Coast section defending champion St. Mary's. Of course, they made 2 state championship appearance, losing, of course, to Wynwood of Los Angeles last year, 51-47. But what a performance all the way around by the Salesian Pride team. And more importantly, we have to give some credit where it's due to head coach Steve Pizzolo, his 3rd season at the helm of the Pride. And speaking with the assistant coach, Sane Carroll, before the game, she said that Coach Pizzolo has done a magnificent job of pulling everyone together and, more importantly, instilling a sense of belief among them. And it was on display today as Salesian clawed their way back from a 13-point deficit at one point in the first half. Remember, they only scored 3 points in the opening quarter to come back and pull off a fantastic 47-42 victory over the St. Mary's Panthers of Albany. The Salesian Pride are a very well-deserved Division IV North Coast Section girls basketball champions, and we look forward to seeing them at regionals in the next couple of weeks. In the meantime, I'm going to catch my breath. I'm going to turn it over here to T.C. Wardell and Harold Mills as they get ready for Salesian, the boys team, against the number 7 seeded Cinderella story of this tournament, the St. Patrick's St. Vincent Bruins of Vallejo. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye for now.